name is Lee So-ming. I would like to present a executive summary for my title, Student Book Corner Service. The problem that has been found is difficulty for students to acquire reference book as they are costly. Besides, university library has no desired reference books and no connection between senior and junior, since junior are new to the university. To overcome the problem, we provide free of charge platform for every semester to sell and exchange reference books. Seniors are expected to sell in cheaper price or given free reference book through this platform. Therefore, this will benefit those students who need the reference book so much. From the survey, most of the students agree that this service should organize in PF2 cafeteria, as PF2 is the main campus of our university. Besides that, majority students agree that reference books are costly and is difficulty to acquire, and this service will bring benefit to them. Lastly, most seniors agree that they are willing to sell cheaper or donate reference book for this service. Thank you.
Good day, madam. I would like to start by introducing myself first. My name is Komin Kang. I am a student from PPK Mechatronics. Today, I'm going to introduce our proposal report. The title is Student Book Corners. All of us know getting into local university is not as easy as ABC, but it's like entering a new level of education in our life. Entering university is a whole new environment, and everything has to be started from zero, like making new friends, learning new things, earning several skills, and etc. Next, after entering the university, to comprehend things efficiently in every lecture, it is important that we are prepared well in the beginning of every semester. Therefore, we propose a service that can help students to acquire their reference book easily and to get information from their seniors. And this service we call as Student Book Corner. Student Book Corner service will held at main campus at UNIMED at the beginning of every semester, and it is free of charge including entrance fee. This service provides a platform for students to sell, to donate, and to exchange their reference book with other students. All UNIMED students are welcome to participate in this service. However, there is several problems that will face by students if not having this service. First, students cannot find their reference book in the library. The second, the cost of reference book is too high. And third, the student also encounter the difficulty of acquiring reference book. And the fourth, there is no connection between a junior student and the senior student. Therefore, it is hard for junior student to get help from the seniors. And the last, they are time constraint between the senior and junior student to exchange book due to they have their own busy schedule. If these problems are not solved within the short period, the student might have difficulty to follow their syllabus. Hence, Student Book Corner service is here to save the day. All in all, Student Book Corners service is proposed to help students obtain their reference book straightforwardly and get their information regarding reference book from their course senior. That's all for me, and thank you for listening.
Good day everyone, my name is Tae Sihan and I come from RK24 Mechatronics. So today I'm going to talk about the methodology for proposed Student Book Corner service. We have conducted a survey to collect the data The survey is considered as a primary data source because the data is first-hand source that collected by ourselves and is a new resource for us. Survey is a method for gathering facts and opinions from a group of peoples. So our survey is using questionnaire which is through the online Google form. The questionnaire is consists 19 questions and separate into 4 sections, which is section A, general overview, section B, problems, section C, solutions, and section D, respondent demographics. We have used several type question in this questionnaire, which is cross-ended question and open-ended questions. The advantage of cross-ended question is provide a fixed possible answer and easily to tabulate the data into graph and table, while the advantage of open-ended question is provide the respondent view and a rich qualitative data which can be used to improve the service. So since this service will be held in University Malaysia Police UNIMED, so we had choose random sampling techniques because each sample has an equal chance to be chosen. After conduct the survey and analysis all the collection data, there are 50 respondents. Based on respondent demographic, there are 50 respondents involved in this survey. All respondents are come from student UNIMED. Based on this pie chart, there are 58% of respondents are male and 42% of respondents are female. Next, look at this bar chart. There are 7 respondents are come from year 1 and year 3, while 34 respondents are come from year 2 and only 2 respondents come from year 4. So, based on this bar chart, all respondents are come from different departments, which is 30 come from 30 respondents are come from School of Mechatronics, and only 1 come from School of Environmental, and 2 respondents come from Electrical System. So for School PP, SCCE, and Microelectronics, there are 7, 6, and 4 respondents respectively. So that's all for me. Thank you for your listening.
Hi madam, my name is Gao Yuhen and I would like to represent my part, which is problems. So first of all, reference book is a book that always provide helpful and reliable information as well as guiding the students when they found some difficulties to solve the question or problems. So basically, students as university students wish to have a reference book when studying in the university. So but in the process, they found some problems by doing so. So what are the problems? Let's head into it. Okay, so first of all, although there are many students say that they found their desired reference book in the university library, but there are still 1 out of 5 students say that they couldn't find their reference book in the university library. This might be due to the library only afford to get some version of the reference book of it. So next, there are 64% of the respondents strongly agree that the reference book are expensive. So because when they couldn't find the reference book in the university library, they will find an alternative way, which is to purchase the reference book. But by doing so, they have to increase their expenses because original reference book are always way higher than the price of for example, second-handed book. Okay, nextly, there are more students agree that they are difficult to acquire reference book. Why? Because there are some reasons. First, they didn't have the transportation. Second, the nearby bookstore doesn't sell their desired reference book, so they are not easy for them to get the reference book that they want. So following, there are 26% of the respondents agree that there are no connection between senior and junior students, because our service is not only for selling reference book, but also to build a bonding, a connection between senior and junior to help them more easily in the university. So if a junior have a senior, they can get their reference book directly from the senior. Last but not least, there are 32% of the respondents agree that there are time constraints for senior and junior to exchange the books, because due to the different timetable of the senior and juniors, so they couldn't find an exact time to meet each other and get the reference book from the senior. So now I would like to pass to my teammate to continue for the solution part.
Good day, madam. My name is Joshua, and I'll be covering the solution section for this report. So here we have our three big ones, which are our three solutions. And the first solution is to provide a student book corner service. The second solution is to collect second-hand books from our seniors. The third solution is to find sponsors who are willing to donate or sponsor reference books for our use in the service. Moving on to respondents' general opinions. In this questionnaire, we have actually 5 questions based on our solutions. And those 5 questions are: this service will be hosted every semester. This service will be free of charge. Respondents are willing to sell or donate their reference books for this service. And where will the service be taking place? So from the results of the questionnaire data we have tabulated, we concluded that actually a majority of the respondents actually agree with our proposed solutions, and only a minority, maybe 1 or 2%, disagrees. So next, where should the service be hosted? The pie chart clearly states that PFI 2 cafeteria is the ideal place for the service to be hosted. So why do the respondents think that the cafe is the best place? Well, maybe because the cafe is just right next to our hostel, and it's actually extremely easy for anyone to attend our service if they wanted to. It's actually easy for us too, because we don't have to make any application for tables and chairs since they are already present in the cafeteria. And we too think that the cafe is the ideal place for the service to be hosted. And for the least chosen place, which is Dewan Kuliah, maybe the respondents think that this Dewan Kuliah, the environment is not good or not suitable for the service to be hosted. But all this is just based on our personal opinions. And last but not least, I want to clarify that this service is entirely free of charge, and that we do not spend a single penny to host this service. If students want to sell their reference books, we can allow them to do so during the service. Maybe we can lend them a booth, and if they trust us enough, they can lend us their reference books first, and after we are able to sell them, we'll gladly pay the price which they have offered. But we will not help students buy their reference books first and sell them at the service. So we have come to an end to the presentation. Thank you for listening.
Hi, my name is Lin Chung Leong and my matric number is 181061410. I am from Arcade 24 Mechatronic Engineering, and I will present for the part of management and cost. Firstly, I will to talk about the management. This service is managed by 5 main committees with different job scope. The first main committee is the service coordinator. We also call the service coordinator as service president. The second main committee is the secretary. The third main committee is the public relations. The fourth main committee is the planning and design department. The last main committee is the general affairs, and I wish to talk the job scope for each main committee. The job scope for the service coordinator is the person in charge for this service, call for the meeting when necessary, and handing all the requirement document. The job scope for the secretary is the person prepare all requirement document and report. Also record the content of the meeting. The job scope for the public relation is finding a security person and also handling phone call and inquirer. Next is the planning and design department. They need to design and plan and arrange the service location. Last is the general affair. The general affair need to ensuring the requirement available, the security management, and the management of the service. Next, I wish to talk about the cost. There is no cost needed for this service. This is because it is a volunteer service, and we also no use any money. This service will be due in the cafeteria PFI2. We can application the location without any cost from the PTP and the management of cafeteria. We also can get the book from the sponsor and student without any costs. That's all for my part. Thank you very much.
Hi, greeting to Madam Nazifa and my fellow team member. My name is Darren Tan Min Hao, metric number 181061393. My presentation consists of two parts. The first part is about the benefits. So, after we proposed this student book corner as a service, we found that it brings a lot of benefit in different aspects. Firstly, from student perspective, the student may get know their same course senior well and build direct senior relationship through this service. Besides, this service can also help students to save costs from exchanging reference book needed during the study year. This will also help students to save their precious time from finding and borrowing reference book from university library. Furthermore, students who participate will also have opportunity to meet cross-discipline new friends who have same financial background and learn experience from them. The second part is from the university staff and management perspective. The SQM unit of the university will more easier to pass the audit from Malaysia Standard ISO 14001 2015 certificate smoothly by reduced paper consumption required throughout student study period. This service can also be a platform to monitor, compare, and improve the book published by university book publisher. Last but not least, this service will reduce annual paper waste consumption in university by reduce and reuse second-hand reference book to hands of those who need it. Okay, the second part of my presentation is about the conclusion of this whole proposal. So in this report, we identify three problems, which is shortage of reference book in university library, student unable to afford the reference book, and lack of platform for senior to sell the previous course reference book. So for these three problems, we also found three solutions for it, which is find sponsor who can sponsor new reference book for our student in UNIMAC, and collect second-hand reference book from senior, and last is the make this service a platform where can sell or donate the unused book used in previous semester. This service is maintained by 5 different committees with different job scope, and since is completely voluntary, organized completely voluntarily by student, hence is no cost at all. And also in the previous slide, I mentioned it brings a lot of benefits, and I think that's all for my part. Thank you and goodbye.